Hello my PU2 champions, welcome back to our channel Deeksha Karnataka. So now everything is over. Your life of complete revision is over. Your sample paper is done. Everything is done from our side. You have also finished and learnt with me. Now it's time to complete our revision with a last minute help. Okay, means right before exam, what should you do? Do you have time to prepare for everything again? Do you have time to look at everything again? No. Trust me, trust your process that you have already done the preparation. You are already complete with your entire preparation journey. Now in this last few minutes that you have, last let's say half an hour, 1 hour that you have, what are you going to do? You're going to look at the formulas. Okay, once again, keep looking at them. Why it is important to look at the formulas? Because in exams you cannot wait for the formula to be recalled. It takes time. It loses, you might have some confusions if it is taking time for you to recall the formulas. So to avoid all of that, here I am with your last minute revision of maths for PU2 midterm. We're going to talk about your formulas, and not only that, I'm going to give you some questions which are very easy. Again, from not all chapters. I've taken 4-5 chapters today. For these 5 chapters, questions are very much easy and direct. Okay, so the popular questions which are the favorite of teachers, I have taken those. I'll show you those in the session. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm talking about these chapters. Formulas are there. We'll show you the formulas. We'll show you the questions as well. Okay, so let's start. We'll keep the session very short and crisp to the point so that we get to our end of the session very quickly. So again, the first announcement for all of you, the KCET is live. The online version, offline was already launched and all of you have started joining in. KCET online version has also, admissions have also begun for that, and you can join in right away at an offer price of 9,999. Features that if you talk about in the KCET, we have full class 11th and 12th syllabus coverage starting with class 12, which will help you with your PU2 boards as well. And one more promise is there, that everything that is live on our platform will be given for free in the KCET course. Okay, so it'll be a 90-day online crash course. We'll cover all the syllabus. First we'll start with PU2, then we'll go to PU1, and we also have chapter wise PYQs for COMEDK and KCET. This course is designed for KCET and COMEDK both, to achieve the dream of top 1000 rank, to achieve the dream of studying in the top colleges of Karnataka. So for that dream, we are here with a very beautiful design and structured course which will help you achieve just that. Okay, so as I said, chapter wise PYQs and DPPs for KCET and COMEDK. We have Abhyas KCET. We had that series, you all loved it last year. Same will be again brought up with new features, newer questions this year. Abhyas KCET is also coming. COMEDK test series is also coming. Will all be part of the KCET. We have PU2 board test series will also be part of this KCET, and we have live doubt classes. Okay, that will be taken by all of us, PCMB, and downloadable notes and and the PDF files, exclusive WhatsApp community for your conversations, for your broadcast of all the information, updates and session schedule in this thing. Okay, now everything is available right now at 9,999. The price is 20,597, but it is available with offer price of launch of 9,999. KCET 90-day crash course. If you just want only KCET, you can go ahead with 5,999 right now. And let's say somebody is not from Karnataka, they cannot write KCET. In that situation, COMEDK 90-day crash course is also there. Individually, you can take 5,999. Both of them are around 12K. If you want together, you can take 9,999 as well. So join right now to get this offer price, and trust me, this is not that big amount. You easily spend this much in 2-3 months, okay, buying food or eating outside or different things, right? But this will add a lot of value to your preparation, to your dream of your top 1000 rank of KCET. Okay, so trust me, believe me bacha, you have to take the decision right now, because you've seen how the midterms have gone. You have to start taking actions, and this is where it starts. We're gonna make everything very structured for all of you so that your preparation is on point. Let's continue. I know I've taken 2 minutes of your time. I'm sorry for that, but we have to. It's very important. Even that 2 minutes is very valuable to make a right decision, to take the right call and join the KCET right away. Yes, and the one thing I forgot to tell you, the course goes live from 1st November. Right now admissions are open, so you can download Deeksha Vedantu app. Everything will be available in the Deeksha Vedantu app, or the link for this KCET is given below in the description. Okay, Now, as you talk about relation and function, I have given you the formula. Sheet also is given. So what about this chapter? What about this chapter is important? So I'll show you the formulas. Please have a look. Important topic from this chapter will be equivalence relations and one-one onto function. That is it. If you know that how to find inverse of a function, those type of questions, 3 category: equivalence relation, one-one onto, which will help you in the bijections, and then comes the invertible function. That's all from this chapter. Okay, sometimes they end up asking you about number of functions as well, but very rarely. We'll see that. Inverse, how do you find? We have bijections and then we can find inverse. The range becomes domain and domain becomes range. Please have a look. Okay. Now, if you look at this, these are the formulas that you have for number of relations, number of functions from A to B. Here it is, 2 power m cross n, okay, n power m. So like that, it's very, very important. Let's move on. ITF, I'm going a little faster because this I want to be a very small video, not too lengthy, because I understand just to visualize the formulas, just to look at the formula, that is more than sufficient. So please have a look at this. In the ITF chapter, your important topics is going to be your domain and range, because directly question will be asked in MCQs. And even the 2 marker can be, sine inverse of minus 1 by 2 plus tan inverse of 1 by root, 1, and like that a series of questions can be given in the functions, and you are supposed to find the values. Once you know all this domain and range and the special angles, values of trigonometric ratio, you can solve these. Have a look. Next up will be your negative angle formulas are very important. Sine inverse of minus x, tan inverse of minus x, cos inverse of minus x. So those kind of questions can also come. So all these are extremely important. Next, double angle and half angle entities. They are very, very important, because in some questions you have seen that in PYQs also this formula has been used. Okay, we prove it. Remember, the x lies from minus 1 by root 2 to 1 by root 2. So that question is there. Here it is mentioned. They ask you to prove this sometimes, or they ask you to prove this whole statement also. So question can be asked. So please go through this and remember this. Okay, next move on. Okay, now matrices chapter. All definitions are important, whether it is row matrix, column matrix, square matrix, diagonal matrix. One of the most important one is these two. Then we have transpose, symmetric, skew symmetric. The most of the questions come from these 5 marked for definitions. So please make sure that you know it very well, revise it very well. And after this, in operation side, addition of course is there, simplest one, but questions are asked on this in 2 marker category. So you have to know these properties. Okay, scalar multiplication is also there, and this is where your most of the questions and the higher scoring marks question comes in the matrix multiplication, whether it is 2 cross 2 or 3 cross 3. So please go through that and learn that as well. This is your this is my tip for your last minute revision. Next we have AB into, okay, the properties that we have been asked in the examination to prove this property. Remember, distributive property, there's been a 5 mark question on this property, right? So that can be asked. So please learn that. This is a MCQ asked usually. This is asked in MCQs. I have shown that problem to all of you. Okay, transpose of a matrix, again very, very important to prove for skew symmetric and symmetric. That also is extremely important. That can be asked in 3 marker question, skew symmetric and symmetric. One of the question asked in 5 marker as well is they'll give you a 3 cross 3 matrix or 2 cross 2 matrix and ask you to write the symmetric and skew symmetric part. So how are you going to write that? A plus A dash by 2 and A minus A dash by 2. A plus A dash by 2 and A minus A dash by 2 is your symmetric and skew symmetric part. Again, understand this is a last minute revision. So I'm going to highlight things, not teaching you anything over here. Already done that. Determinant, all the properties are very important. Direct MCQs on the properties. Okay, direct MCQs on properties can be asked. So you have to recall all of that. Here we go. You all know how to find the 3 cross 3 order matrix determinant and 2 cross 2. Okay, this is with the help of Aij is the element, Mi is the minor, minus sign if it comes together, it becomes cofactor. You all know that. Just giving you a recollection of that. All the properties are extremely important in the case of determinant. Direct question can be asked. So go through that. Even this can be a MCQ. Okay, so please check. This is very important. Determinant of A transpose is same as determinant of A, and we have some more. Okay, this is the understanding of cofactor. How do we use it? Minor times of minus 1 power I plus j. If I plus j is even, it will remain the same sign. If I plus j is odd, the sign will become alternate. Okay, if it is plus, it will become minus. Minus will become plus from minus perspective. Okay, chaliye. Let's move on. Continuity and differentiability now. So a few more properties are there in determinant, like these ones. If I have this, okay, some value, let's say 2, or forget about this, we'll write here Ka, where the determinant of A is of the order n, answer will become K power n determinant of A. And then we have few more. We have adjoint of A determinant. This becomes again n minus 1. If there is one adjoint, we have the power as 1. If it is 2 adjoint, we get n minus 1 power 2. So these properties are very, very important. This already explained you. 1 by A, we have A transpose determinant is equals to determinant of A. So the properties are directly asked in the MCQs. That's why I have written over there. Chaliye. Let's move on. C and D. In C and D, if I talk about the questions, okay, let me list it down. One question will come on definition of continuity. Now this can come for 4 marks. Can come for 4 marks or sometime or 3 marks. Okay, 4 or 3 marks it can come for. All right. Next will be a question on second order derivative. Second order derivative. Then can be a question on in this. All right, second order derivative will be one question of 5 marks. This will become for 5 marks. Here guys, 5 mark question. Second order derivative. Then can be a question on logarithmic differentiation. Log differentiation, where the powers are given, all those, don't worry. When I show you the question list, I'll show you that kind of question as well. Log differentiation can also come for 5 marks. Okay. And we also have implicit function, and we have parametric form. Parametric form. These are the important topics and important concept from where the question will be asked in examination. So please review the chapter in that fashion. Here you go. This is not relevant for you right now. Here you go. From LHD RHD perspective, they keep asking you for this as well. Find the RHD of mod x, find the RHD of any function given to you. You can simply solve it by differentiating and putting the value of the function, okay, the x variable, x is 1, whatever it is, put it there and get the RHD and LHD. Some basic derivatives of different functions. A constant is 0, x is 1. Then we have for polynomial nx power n minus 1. For sine, cos, tan, all is there. We also have for inverse functions, we have for exponential and logarithmic function with the base, natural base e, or with the base a, okay. So please review these formulas as well. Extremely important formulas. The rules, my favorite would be chain rule. Many questions have been asked on chain rule, but yeah, again, these are equally important. Product and chain rule, I would say, are the most highlight of this rules of differentiation. But even the quotient rule and sum rule comes to the picture. But product and the chain rule are very much important. Second derivative, you all know, derivative of the first derivative is second derivative. Lot of question has been asked. We write second derivative as y2, we write it as y double dash, and all this way to write the second order derivative, the representation part. In AOD, one question can come from rate of change. When I say rate of change, I mean this can be a 3 mark question. This can be a 3 mark question basically on the on the volume per problems, or it can be a marginal cost problem, or it can be a rectangle question. So either of these can be asked in the 3 marker of rate of change. Or second category will be increasing decreasing function with the help of intervals. Remember, you have to plot on the number line. Those kind of questions can also be asked. I've taught you all of this. Okay. So I'm asking you what to recall right now. As a student, no, you should not, you don't know what to revise right now at last minute. So in this video, I'm not just giving you formulas. I'm telling you what to expect in these chapters and what to revise. Okay. So second one will be increasing decreasing function. Then you can work on second derivative test for what? For maxima, minima. Maxima and minima. Again, I'm not asking you to solve multiple questions on this. No. That all is done. I've taught you all of that. Then what I'm asking? I am asking you to please go through any question, even one question of all these topics. There are 3-4 questions I've taken over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take 5 questions, revise the 5 questions, and the chapter is over. Can you not see a 5 question in that you have solved so far and check and go through them? If you do that, your chapter is revised. Okay, my point is I'm helping you revise the chapter with the help of the concept which is there that can be asked. Okay, so we have less time right now, that's why all of this. Got it? Again, the concepts and the formulas are mentioned over here. You can go through this. Derivative is less than 0, decreasing, more than 0, increasing, figure out the interval as well. Find the critical point by putting derivative equal to 0. You all know that, right? I have taught you all of that. Don't use this right now. Try to use this. It will be more helpful and faster. Work on the second derivative test. This is there, okay, in the syllabus also. But usually second derivative test gets the job done and it's quicker, and chances of making mistake is less in second derivative test. So use that. Second derivative is more than 0 means local minima. Less than 0 means local maxima. Moving on. Okay. Absolute maxima minima will be involved if you have interval given to you. If you have interval given to you, then the concept of absolute maxima or minima will come, and then you have to take the value of FA and FB. If the value at C, which is the critical point, less than both, then it will become absolute minima. More than both, then it will become absolute maxima. Okay, means f of C should be more than f of A and f of B, then absolute maxima. F of C should be less than both f of A and f of B, then absolute minima. Means for the concept of absolute, you should have the interval and boundary should be defined and included in the domain. Okay. Otherwise, you cannot conclude like this that whether it is absolute maxima or absolute minima. It will be limited to only local maxima and local minima. I hope you are able to understand what I'm trying to say. Yes. Chaliye. Okay. Some basic formulas of integration. This is lot to do. Last minute revision of integration will not be advisable. If you have not done it, don't do it. If you have not done integration, skip it, because you cannot revise integration in last minute. Okay, because there are a lot of formulas, there are a lot of questions to solve. But if you want the basics, that what to do right now, I would say all function integrals you should remember. Next, work on substitution method. Substitution method is very, very important. Then work on by parts. Solve one question of by parts. How do you solve? Learn the eyelet form. Okay, just go through the eyelet form. Again, this is not learning, this is revision. Okay, so you have already done that. Just revise one question from eyelet form. And the last would be partial fraction. Partial fraction. Which category of partial fraction, bacha? That category when you have only 2 factors involved, that category. Okay, this category you can solve. And of course, you have one more, which is very, very important. Properties of definite integral. Those problems can also come. These are topics I've listed over here which can be asked in integrals. Again, I said, if you have not learnt it, there's no point of doing it right now. But if you have learnt it, if you want to revise something from integrals, here are the list of them. I've given the formulas. Please go through this. Have a look. Okay, trigonometric integrals here is given as well. All formulas, take a screenshot, take the notes. Where will you take the notes? From the WhatsApp channel. How would you get that? You have to join. The drive access will be given. From there you can download the notes for this session and for other session also. Inverse trigonometric function integrals are given by parts. The rule of eyelet is given over here. Okay, chaliye. By substitution method, as I said, important for most of the questions. This is applied and can be dealt with very easily. See here, x square is taken as t and the derivative becomes 2x dx becomes dt. Okay. Special integrals, the particular functions are there. You need to remember all of this. If you remember, direct question can be asked in MCQs. Okay, yes, these questions are asked in MCQs directly, 1 marker. Even for KCET this comes, so please check. Again, I have given you a list of particular functions. If you have done it, revise it please. These are particular functions. If you have done integration, if you have actually studied integration, revise these formulas. It will help you directly to get the answers quickly in the MCQs, or if they are asking you subjective question of 5 marker. By partial fraction, again I was talking about this only. This you revise. Only one category, others you don't have to do. Okay. There are 2 more categories, but this at least you do this much revision. Others you don't have to do right now in the last minute. Properties of definite integral. Again, there are many. 7 properties are there in NCERT. Revise all the 7. Okay. Even odd function, the property is there. Mass a to a, for even function becomes 2a, for odd it becomes 0. Directly question can be asked on this, okay? They ask you to prove this property and solve a question also. Vector algebra, in this chapter, nothing, no hint, just formula. If you know formulas, that is enough. And secondly, there's some derivations, right? For example, the section formula derivation is there. So that is sufficient. Section formula derivation is there. Then we have distance formulas. Okay, we don't have derivation for that, but section formula derivation can be asked. So please learn the derivation of that and know all the formulas. Okay, so here formula becomes very important. Direct question will come on the formula application. So have a look on this. Unit vector, projection of vector, right? All this will come. Check here. Angle between two vectors, all of that will be asked in this. So you have to application of cross product, dot product, finding the distance between two lines. All that is very much relevant. So please go through this. This is the condition of collinear vectors. R equals to a plus lambda b. This vector form of a line. This is Cartesian form of a line, can be asked in 3D as well, but I've just mentioned it over here. Parallel means what happens? Your cos 0 is 1. Okay, for perpendicular it's going to be, okay, for parallel vectors you're going to take cross product. For perpendicular vector you're going to take dot product, okay, because perpendicular means a dot b, a dot ab cos 90. So cos 90 is 0, right? For perpendicular vector take dot product, for parallel take cross product, okay? Chaliye. Again, angle of the between the two vectors formula is very, very important. Go through these. We have the distance between two lines, okay? Chaliye. 3D geometry, again here also formulas. Formula is very important, first one. Second will be the derivation of equation of a line in vector and what do you call? Vector and your Cartesian form, okay? Equation of a line. It was there already. I showed you over here. I did show you over here this one. This can be asked as derivation. Excuse me. This can be asked as derivation, okay? So you have to, I'm asking about this, Cartesian and vector form both can be asked. So please learn that as well, very important. And in 3D, again, formulas are there. You have direction cosines. We have direction ratios also. This is DRs and DCs. So they can be asked for any particular given case. So please learn that. Yeah, this I'm talking about. This derivation can be asked. So that is the end of this formula part. For linear programming, you all know definitions are very important. Definition of all of the, these like objective function, all these are extremely important. Feasible region, graphical method, all this is very, very important. All the definitions, I've given you a list of that already. And secondly, a 6-mark question on graphs. Whether it is maximize, minimize, it can be asked. So please revise that. Take one question and revise that. Now, if I talk about fixed problems, here are they. Okay, I've given you a list of that. This is from, again, relation and function and ITF. So I've taken the chapter which is easier. Most likely questions I've taken over here. Please check the question of inverse. The same question can be asked in the form of 5-marker, finding the inverse of 3x minus 4 or something like that. Okay, 4x plus 3. So here it is. Again, range of this, questions like this can also repeat. Range of sec inverse, range of sine inverse, cos inverse can be asked. Principal value branch also can be asked for like this kind of problem. Okay, in the MCQs, in the session reason, in the your fill in the blanks also, this can be repeated. Again, for 1 onto function, we have x cube. Okay, and proving the equivalence relation for divisible by 2, I have done this question. Please go ahead and revise these. If you want to practice some problems, I've given you over here. If you have some time to review the questions, I've taken easier and important ones on the screen. Take a screenshot and revise these problems. You can get the answer anywhere. If you don't have time to figure out where I've solved this, it's okay. Take the screenshot, upload on any of the web and get the result online and solve it from there. But review the answers, okay? Please check. Again, for GIF, I've taken either 1 onto function. Then this can be also asked for modulus. This can also be asked for modulus of x, okay? Not 1, not onto. Here, this also is important question for 1 onto. Bijective, you have to justify. It is going to be only onto, not 1, okay? Chali. Next up, this question is also asked in 3-mark category. Find the value of tan inverse 1 plus cos inverse of minus 1 by 2, sin inverse of minus 1 by 2. Okay, here also this is a 3-mark question. This also is 3-mark question. This is a 2-mark question actually. This is for comfort 2 marks. Okay, I've solved all of these. Yeah. Next up in matrices. So as I said, I have not taken any difficult chapters, okay? Last minute, let's not challenge ourselves. Let's just build our confidence. So for that, I've taken easier chapters, but all the important questions. You can see over here, this can be a property verification question in MCQs can also be asked. Even for 2 marker, this can be asked. Proving that if it is invertible, then a function will have this property for inverse. If the inverse exists, it will be always unique in nature. That's another question. Again, this question can come for 4 marks over here. We all know that. A square minus 5a and plus 6i, same question, similar question was there in sample paper, I solved it. And you have this, as I said, verification of the distributive property, a plus b times of c is nothing but ac plus bc, okay? Verification of distributive property, that question is there for 5 marks. This is a 5 mark problem. So please review this question as well. Find the equation of the line joining this point, again from determinant, this is from determinant. Very simple, use the feature of find the area of triangle, okay? Take the point as xy, 1, 3, 1, 1, 9, 3, 1 and find the this thing, your equation equal to 0, determinant equal to 0. From there you're going to get the equation of the line. Because if it is a straight line means area will be 0, right? That's why I've said determinant should be equal to 0. Next up, A is a square matrix of order 3, then prove that adjoint of A equal to square of A. If A equal to 3, 1 minus 1, 2, so that A square minus 5A plus 7I. Same question, okay? This is the property. Alright, and A adjoint A equals to determinant of A times I, another property. Verifying it will take time, but if you want to, you can verify right away, no problem. Solve the system of equations from matrix method. This will come for 5 marks. Extremely important question. I'll come for sure. It's a guaranteed question, okay? It's a guaranteed, 100% guarantee of this coming in the examination of your midterm maths. Okay. Then some problems of the C and D. Some questions on the continuity and differentiability. Again, I've taken only easier ones and important ones. This is the question which will use the logarithmic differentiation. Will come for 5 marks if it is coming and uses your logarithmic differentiation. Logarithmic differentiation. You take log, then this root part will come as coefficient of 1 by 2. Again, this is your implicit function derivative. This is again implicit function derivative. And no, this can is simple derivative, not implicit function derivative. This is the algebra of, these two are algebra of continuity. Algebra of continuity. Remember, sin x and cos x are both continuous, means sin x plus cos x will also be continuous, that concept, okay? Next up, this will come for 3 marks or 4 marks, 3 or 4 marks. One question will come for guarantee on the 4 mark option of proving the discontinuity or finding the point of discontinuity or finding the missing value of the variable if the given function is continuous. Either this or this can be asked, okay? Again, these are the 5 mark questions. These are your 5 marks problem, one based on, both of them are based upon second order derivative. This is simply second order derivative and this is with the help of parametric form. This involves both things. This is also parametric form. Parametric form and the second order derivative, this is only second order derivative, okay? So I've given you the list of questions. I've given you the formulas. I've also told you what to expect in a chapter, right? So this was your complete, understanding of what to expect in the chapter, in any particular chapter, and your last minute revision of PU2 Midterm Maths. How to download the class notes? Simply join the WhatsApp channel. If you have joined, don't worry, we'll update the link once again in the group. In the WhatsApp channel, you can download the notes from there, from the drive link, okay? Other sources, other feature of WhatsApp channel is very simple. All the updates, all the KA important update right now. Remember, the marks has been reduced for PU2, passing marks is reduced to 33. Right, so that also update will be, everything update that comes, okay, regarding your KCET COMEDK will be shared in that instant as soon as possible in the WhatsApp channel only. So please join that. Daily class reminders, direct link for the classes and the live sessions will be given as well. So please understand, anything that is coming from our way, all the communications will be given in that and you'll be first to receive it. So join right now, it's very important. And best of all, it's all free, okay? This is not going to be charging you anything. And if you are coming here for the first time, if you're new to the channel, subscribe the channel for such amazing content and videos for your preparation of PU2 and your KCET preparation as well. Okay, now one more thing, as I keep saying today, I'll say again, anytime you come and watch our session, I promise you it'll be a value addition, it'll be boosting your preparation. Then what is stopping you to come here and learn from us? Okay, so let me know what is your feedback, let me know what you're feeling about the sessions. I'll see you again very soon. Till then, take care, bye bye. One more thing, all the best for examination. Okay, please take some rest. I know I said bye bye first, but take some rest. You need to have a fresh mind in the examination. No need to panic. Trust your preparation. We have done quite a bit. We have done so many of MCQs. We have done so many of subjective questions. Preparation, everything has been done. If you've done all of that, no need to panic. No need to be worried. Simple. Take some rest. Go and have a good sleep. Have a clear mind in the morning, and go and ace examination. And come back for your paper analysis as well. I'm gonna be here to help you in the paper analysis at the same time. Okay. So with this, I can end the session. Again, we'll see you again very soon. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.